The year 2000, we did a lot of training for farmers who are in debt, how to pay off their debt. Because we learned that farmer, if they have more income, but they don't know how to manage their money, they cannot pay off their debt. They have more money come in, but the way the money go out still big amount. They cannot pay off their debt. But in the training that we did with farmer at that times is we have one game in the training. I thought in many countries will have this game too. That game we call close the leaking hole. This game is very effective at that time. It's very fun when we play game with farmer. The game is very simple. We have a jar, a big jar, or sometimes we use PVC pipe. Close the bottom, open the top, and drill many holes around the pipe. Can be big pipe like 5 inches diameters. That's good enough for 10 people. So when people came to the training, we divide people into groups. Each group's about 10 people. And then we drop one ping pong balls in that pipe. And then we give a dipper or a cups for every people to fill up the pipe with a dipper. They go scoop the water and pour it in. So any group who can make the ball, the ping pong ball, float to the top will be the winner. At first, nobody can be the winner because there are so many holes in the pipe. When we put water in there, when we pour water in there, the water just go out. Until 5 minutes, 10 minutes later, some people just say, let's close it. So they just stop filling up and come to help. Many people help to use their finger to close the hole in the pipe. And then a few more people just scoop water to fill up. Not very long, they can fill up the whole pipe and the ping pong balls float to the top of the pipe. So that's what they learn, that the economics in their family is like the jar or the PVC pipe with many holes. So people who make money to feed the family is not many people. But the way that money go out, there are so many holes. And then we let the farmers thinking about what kind of hole do they have in their family? How many holes? What is it in that hole? So they can say that, they can see that there are so many holes. The biggest hole is food. They buy a lot of food. And then alcohol, drugs, alcohol, whiskey, beer, and another hole is lottery. Another hole is coffee. Another hole is MSG or monosodium glutamate. Asian people eat a lot. It's very addictive. And then for the kids to school, for many things. So when they make money and bring money to the family, the money have many holes to go out. Even they work more, bring more money, the hole will be bigger and bigger and more holes. That's why they have no way to pay off their debt. Even they have more income, they still cannot pay off their debt. But after they play this game, they learn how to close the hole. The first hole is food. Food, how can we grow our own food for farmers? Because farmer in Thailand or in many countries, we did not grow for our own consumption. We grow for sale and use money to buy food. So when we buy food, it's more expensive than we sell food. So when we grow for our own consumption first, we close one hole, big hole. The next hole is lottery. When people poor have no money, they just put their hope in the luck. That's why they like to buy lottery, gambling. And another hole is alcohol, whiskey, beer, things like that. Or another hole is tobacco or cigarette. Or something that they don't need it, like pop soda, coffee, or snack. The cost of snacks so high now. Many people, they cannot live without snack. So when they learn how to close the hole, they have more saving. Even they work the same time, the same amount of work, the same amount of income, but they have more saving. That's why they can pay off their debt, they can buy land, they can buy many things. So this game help a lot. Help farmer in the village to pay off their debt a lot at that time. But later, people just explain in the wrong way. People say that, oh, you need to stop. When you close the hole, that means you have to stop using that thing. If you close the alcohol hole, that means you stop drinking alcohol. When you stop cigarette hole, you stop drinking, you stop smoking. Or when you stop eating MSG, that means you don't buy it anymore. So when people say that, many people, they're addicted to it already. So it's hard for them to stop, to not buy it, to not use it. So the way we can do now is we don't need to stop drinking alcohol if we think it's important, but we can make our own alcohol. It's so easy. Make your own wine. If you distill the wine, you can get whiskey. You can do many kind of drink, make many kind of alcohol. And if you want to stop buying pop soda, you can make many kind of herbal teas at home. You can make kombucha, you can make juice, many tea, many juice, many shakes. We can make ourselves easily. It tastes better and save more money and more nutrition too. Even MSG. MSG is not food. It's one kind of drugs that a lot of Asian people are addicted to it. Because it's easy, because you just drop it in the food. It makes the food taste good. Everybody eat it now. Even in America, in Europe, people say, I don't eat MSG. But actually, it's in their food. It's in pizza. It's in dressing, in everything. But they just don't know. So if we don't want to buy it for Asian people, we can use many things to replace it. We can use many kind of vegetables that have glutamate. It tastes very good. You can use bone marrow. You can use mulberry. Mulberry leaves is very good for that. We can dry them and use them. Many kind of leaves we can use for that too. So when we say that close the hole, that means we stop buying those things, but we can do it ourselves. Like buying shampoo, buying soap, toothpaste, We can make it ourselves easily, this thing. So if we close our hole by making everything we use, many things that we use often, that will make the big change in our life. So I like to bring this back to the training again in Thailand, because people stopped using this game for quite many years, almost 20 years. I haven't seen anybody use this game in training anymore. But in the past, it worked very well. I think it's very useful game, how to close our leaking hole in the families, in economics of the family. So we don't need to work more, but we have more income. This is the way we can pay off our debt. We can have saving, we can buy land, we can do many things. But if we still have a lot of leaking hole, drink a lot of pop soda, drink a lot of coffee, eat a lot of snack, never eat real food, buy a lot of lottery, play gambling, something like this, we cannot pay off our debt. So for poor farmer, poor people in Thailand, I think this is very useful.